I just gotta give you the credit, man, because as I'm listening to everybody, Tracy and Tony and Lawrence and Justin, and I just can't help but think. I don't know, man, if you actually realize, Dave, you and Dave Wood, what you guys have actually done so far. I mean, I don't know. You're out there in the trenches. You guys are creating. You guys are working nonstop, and you don't count hours, and that's what leaders do. But I don't know, man. If you actually, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But man, it's just how many lives you guys were able to change so far. It's just mind blowing, man. I was actually talking to somebody, a big shot. He came over to my city from about four and a half hours away. He wanted to meet with me. He is from a company that everybody's gonna know if I would say the name, but I'm not gonna say drop any names here. But he's a big producer. He's been there for like 30 years, and so we were just sitting together having a conversation. He is telling me something that just blew my mind. He said, Vic, in the company that he is in, or he was in, he said tens of millions of people out there right now, right? Representatives, and he said for every 150,000 representatives of that company, there is only one person statistically that's earning over $10,000 a month. Can you imagine that, man? He said it takes 150,000 people for one guy to make 10,000 plus per month. And I'm like, dude, you serious? He's like, yeah, that's what's going on. And and they're preaching the dream and living the nightmare. Like I think it's Toby or Layla Black or somebody said that. But it just kind of put things in perspective. My background is not network marketing. My background is not MLM or anything. My background was straight direct sales marketing, and I got started. I did not understand, the whole team building thing, and I was just out there producing, selling, moving products and things like that. And I got to the point to where I was living okay lifestyle. I was earning decent money, 50, 60, $70,000 a month, but I could never really replicate my success with others. And bro, Dave, what you guys are doing here is you're created a vehicle and a vision more than anything for the little guy to succeed if they want it bad enough. Folks, you guys are listening to us on this hangout tonight. I do want to share some things that's on my heart that I believe will help you guys explode this and really utilize this opportunity and take it to the level that I don't know. I think it's going to be mind blowing for you. If you actually apply some of this stuff, I'm going to share with you. Of course, I can only talk to you from my perspective, from the things that I was able to achieve and do in this industry. And first of all, you just got to realize what you have your hands on right now. We got, I don't know how many thousands of people on this hangout right now, but if you're on this hangout live, or if you're watching this recorded, just realize what you really have your hands on. It's amazing to be able to. I just thinking back, not even my personal income is awesome. Making a couple $1 million. I think I'm pushing up to 3 million so far personally with Empowered Network. Of course, this is not typical because I do things that are not typical, and I'm going to share with you some of those things that I do that are not typical, folks. Okay, so if you're okay with that, might want to take some notes, because I think all of us here right now, we are at the very special time. Like Tony Rush was saying, this is this is the right opportunity. This is the right place at the right time. There is no right or place or better place that you can be a part of right now, or be, there is no other thing that would be as lucrative that you can be a part of, in my opinion, than this right here, right? So just first of all, just realize what you have on, okay, what you have, your hands on, and where you are right now, the potential, okay? Because if Vic can do what I did, we have our top income earner on our team with Big Idea Mastermind, surpassed $300,000 mark in the first 9 months that we have joined. I got started here in December. Tons and tons and tons of people are earning, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, $40,000 per month. And it's not, we're talking about income here, guys, but you got to realize it's the lives that are being changed, right? So there's a couple of things I want to share with everybody that I think will help you guys take this out to the world and capitalize on this opportunity the best way possible. Okay, number one is, I think before you can sell something, you have got to be convinced yourself, 1,000% that this is something that's going to help your prospect. This is something that's going to help your customer. This is something that, first of all, you need to be using this as well. Okay, if you're not using this, it's like a guy selling BMWs and driving a Chevrolet. You don't see that, right? It doesn't happen. If that's the case, he usually parks his Chevrolet somewhere 3 blocks away so nobody can see him. But it's that kind of thing. It's being, first of all, it's your personal conviction, what you do. And here's something else. Okay, this is thing number 2. Dave, bro, we can hear you, man. You may want to mute yourself out if you're talking in the background. But yeah, that's right. Thing number two, guys, is this. It's not about the product as much as it is for what the product is going to do. Okay, folks, think about it. Why do people buy cars? People don't buy cars because they want, a steering wheel and 4 wheels and a door and and a hood and things like that, right? They buy cars because they want to get from point A to point B, right? It's what the thing is going to do for them, right? You didn't buy this computer that you're watching this hangout on just to have this box on your table, whatever, right? It's what it's going to do for you, right? It's what it's going to do. It's not about the blogging system is there, but it's not the product as much as it's what the product is behind the product, what it does, right? What it's going to do for that prospective client and customer, right? What is it going to do for you, okay? So just keep that in mind. And it's just what's going to happen here, the biggest money always, if you look at the history of our industry, of this, of this community, internet marketing community, I have been around for about 8 years. 7 of them were successful. But if we just go back and we look at this industry, there's different waves that's coming and going in the industry, right? And the biggest opportunities, people make money with when there is an opportunity. I'm looking for the right words to explain it to you folks so that you get it in a very simple format. I don't want to overcomplicate things. I don't want to I want to bombard you with or overload you with information. I just want to keep it very, very simple for you, but so that you understand. Okay, there are very few opportunities in this industry throughout your career, throughout your lifetime of being in this industry, to where you can have something potentially as big as the Empower Network. Okay, let me explain this. So when I got started in Empower Network, December of this last year, 9 months ago, actually 9 months and 4 days, something like that. What we did, see, when I was getting started, people were telling me, hey, the company is saturated, they already got 60 or 70,000 members. I don't know what the number was exactly, but people were, some of them were laughing. They were saying, hey, man, what are you gonna do? But see, what we did, right? What I did, and how I was able to literally explode our team. Right now, we have in 9 months, we just crossed 17,000, I think, 500 people on our team. With Big Idea Mastermind, right? We're going to be at 100,000 people probably within the next year or so, or sooner. Now, how we were able to do that, see, is we have created, I have engineered an internal wave, right, within my sphere of influence. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, folks, people want to be a part of something that's bigger than they are. People want to be a part of a movement. People always want to be a part of a team, right? We want to be a part of a team. You don't want to be out there by yourself. You feel better when you're a part of a team. So think about it. In your promotions, as the launch is coming up here, as everything's kind of leading to the big launch of EMV2, what can you do? How can you talk to your prospects? How can you talk to your list, right? How can you engineer a big wave inside of your sphere of influence? And it doesn't matter if you had if you have 100 people on your list or 1,000 people on your list, or if you got 10 people on your list. Okay, what I would do is I would, again, this is my perspective, folks. Okay, and this is what I will do with my team as well, and on those people who work with us, right? Is we're gonna paint the big picture. Okay, I believe this is how you get engineer. There's a way for you to engineer an explosion in your business. It doesn't just happen. I'm nobody special, but see, I've learned a few things. This is some of the things I'm going to share with you tonight, folks. Is you need to think, how can you engineer, right? How can you engineer an explosion in your business? And the way you do this is, number one, by being 1,000% convinced that this is something you want to do. This is this thing that's going to help your clients like nothing else. Okay, and you know what? If you don't think that blogging from your cell phone will be able to help average business, right? Just the most mundane stuff. People selling flowers, people selling, whatever, insurance agents, real estate guys, people in multi-level marketing companies. Folks, there's millions upon tens of millions of people out there, and this is our market. Our market now becomes the whole world, right? The entire the entire info space, the entire, and the word escapes me right now, or what I'm looking for, but you get the point, right? Up to this point, we were all about the, the opportunity, right? Opportunity to make more money, and obviously it resonated with people. What this is going to do, okay, in my opinion, and Dave, man, I so appreciate you guys, because I think this is going to triple everybody's income virtually overnight when this launch comes up, is now we're leading with a product. Okay, so no longer this is going to be another, one of those scheming opportunities that will just try to get people in to make money. Okay, nobody else can say this is, they don't have a product. Folks, we're leading with a product. So believing in the product, okay, get fired up, get pumped up about the product. Okay, what is this product going to do for them? Well, if you're presenting this to somebody who is, an insurance guy, right? They sell insurance, or they sell real estate, or they sell, cars, chiropractors, doctors. Maybe you go and present this to somebody who is, let's say you target a multi-level marketing company. We don't necessarily have to recruit them, right, and say, hey, you need to switch your deal, you need to become, join this deal. This is no longer a deal, quote unquote, right? This is something that's going to help them take their stuff to the next level. Does that make sense? And now that, and especially when this is going global, internationally, with like 5 or 6 different languages, everything is translated, man, this is going to be incredible. Folks, I just want you to, I just hope that you realize the power of this thing and what it can do for you, right? And so think about this. How can you present this, right? How can you present this and paint a big picture, the possibility? See, people don't join companies because they want to buy a product. People buy product because of the big vision of what that's going to do for them, how it's going to help them take their life to the next level, what it's going to do for them too, because people don't care about you, people don't care about me, people don't care about the blogging platform, people care about them, all right? If somebody is selling, cell phones, they care about, hey, how can I sell more of these things? Okay, people selling flowers, all they care about is how can I sell more flowers? That's what they care about, in that particular moment. Now, if we can show them, through this blogging platform, get them in, and then show them that there is a better way to do things, right? And then obviously there is more products within Power Network. There is the inner circle. There is, the 15K formula. And what I really love about how everything is structured, it's like Apple, right? See, when you look at Apple, they have this integrated product suite, right? They have the cell phone, the iPhone, they got the iPad, the iPod, and everything complements each other. What's cool about Empower, folks, is that our products, they complement each other, right? You got a blog, great, this is your platform. You'll be able to get more exposure through your blog. Now, Inner Circle, well, guess what? You're a business owner, right? You got a blog, you're selling, chances are you're probably marketing something. Maybe you want to get more exposure, right? Well, if you're selling anything, you need to learn how to think like an entrepreneur, don't you? Right? So that's where the Inner Circle comes in, right? Now there's the 15K formula, there's the Costa Rica. This is all about entrepreneurship. This is all about building a company. This is all about taking your business to the next level regardless of what it is. And one idea can make you millions. Does that make sense? So everything kind of goes hand in hand. And I believe there's going to be people going to be joining this thing probably by the thousands daily, multiple thousands of daily. And man, I just appreciate you guys. I think that what you guys did so far was just scratching the surface. Really looking forward to this launch, man. I am pumped. We also had a team event tonight. We actually have a team webinar every single Tuesday night, and I just emailed everybody this morning. I said, guys, we're gonna cancel ours because we need to. I need you guys to be at the live hangout with Empower Network because it's that important. Dave, man, I know you guys are working around the clock, man. I just want to say thank you for everything you guys are doing. You guys are awesome. Just can't wait to see how many more lives and tens of thousands of people's lives you guys are going to touch through this opportunity, man. Thank you, bro.
Well, hey, I'm holding you to that 100,000 people in your team, man. That was the first thing that you said to me on that call when we talked before you got in, man. So 100,000 people in your team holding you to it, brother. And I think you're going to be there a lot faster than anybody thought. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. You're also doing some. Actually, everybody on this hangout is doing some bonus training for the launch. We've actually got some really exciting stuff that we're going to be rolling out in the launch. There's going to be some new additions. Some things are going to be moved around. We're actually going to be including with the blogging platform a whole suite of training specific to the blogging platform that's going to come custom stock with the ENV2 blogging platform. We're going to be moving some things around back there so they make more sense. Looks like our servers are back up, so that's just got the word on that, so that's good news. We kind of shifted some of the traffic over to another site, so you know, don't everybody go run over there at one time or we might crash them again. But we will get that fixed before the launch happens. It's a good thing that it happened tonight because kind of everybody's on the team here and in the family. But all of these guys and ladies are going to be contributing some training. Vic's doing some stuff right now. I don't know if you've gotten that stuff back to us or not, but Tony's doing some stuff, Tracy's doing some stuff, Lawrence is doing some stuff, Justin's doing some stuff. Aaron Rashkin couldn't get on. Several other leaders are doing some stuff for us, all specific to what they've done over the last months and years. It shocks me to even think that we've been around for 2 years now, but our 2-year anniversary is coming up on Halloween of this year. It will literally be right at the end of the launch. So lots of opportunity. And I can tell you guys, and I really want to reiterate what Vic talked about with leading with the product. Guys, I'm telling you that it's a bigger market. It is a bigger market. Leading with a product, okay, leading with a product sell, a product option is a 10 times bigger market than leading with the opportunity. I'm just telling you right now, if you guys want to make a lot of money over the next year, go out there and lead with the product because it's a much bigger marketplace. Okay, we've tested this now with traffic coming through our funnels. I've looked and studied and been obsessed with other people's businesses to really kind of dissect what is really creating the big money, what's creating the big sales numbers. And guys, I'm telling you right now, it is selling and leading with a killer product that people want to buy and that they need and will make their lives easier and better when they use it. And now we have that, okay? The cool thing is not only do we have that, but one thing that Vic didn't talk about was we've got the video service also that integrates into the blog, okay? So now you have the ability to be able to shoot a video on your phone, right? Or whatever the hell this thing is. It's like an iPad mini or something. There's like a new iPad every 2 seconds. So this is the small one. I don't think I own one of these yet, but I'm sure I'll be running to the Apple store anytime soon just to get it up. Did you guys see the sales numbers for the last iPhones? Was ridiculous, right? Here is and I want to give you a perspective on this that I've been kind of realizing about Apple. They came out with this new 5, S or C or Z or H or G or whatever the hell it was, and they did almost double the sales of what they had done with any other. Now, Tony, shake your head if I'm right. Over double the sales of any other iPhone before. Why is that? It's not because we needed a new phone. Because I, as a matter of fact, somebody brought me the new 5, and truthfully, I'm a pretty simple guy. I actually don't go out and spend a whole lot of money. I like to take my family on vacations. I mean, I've got this millionaire's ring that's nice to wear, but I don't particularly know that I'd go out and buy a big ridiculous ring on my own just because I was homeless for so long. I'm okay with not taking showers and wearing dirty clothes. I just am. What I can tell you is that I was looking at this iPhone, this new iPhone, going, why in the hell do I have this right now? Well, I have it because I want to be a part of the cool kids. That's why I have it. Because a company that is so hot and so in demand and has created such a culture and has created such a demand for something out of thin air, really, is what they did. They created a demand for a phone out of thin air, And I said, why do I have this in my hands? And it's because everybody else was doing it, right? Everybody else was doing it. That's a big thing that you can leverage in your marketing if you understand the dynamics of how human beings work. And a good example, if I could break this down into the simplest way I can explain it, is that do an experiment. Get 100 people in a field and just all of a sudden, don't tell them why they're there, but just all of a sudden when the whistle blows, have half of them who are kind of in on it, start running in one direction and see what the other 50 do. I guarantee you they'll start running in the same direction. It's the psychology of a human being. The majority of the times if a crowd of people is running in one direction, the lone wolf is not going to run in the opposite direction. He's going to run with those people. So what Apple did was create a demand out of thin air by changing a couple of features and functions when there was nothing wrong with everybody's previous phone. And they also created kind of a little bit what Vic was talking about, which was that momentum of building up to something and then all of a sudden launching it to the public. And people were literally running to the store to buy a new phone when, I don't know about you, Vic, but was there anything wrong with your old phone? Wasn't anything wrong with my old phone. I mean, Tony, I think you got the new phone too. Was there anything wrong with your old phone? Wasn't a dang thing wrong with it. Wasn't anything wrong with any of the old phones, but there was a herd of people that were running. So what we've got here, and again, yes, they integrated their product suite. So what you're going to see and what you're going to experience in this launch is you're going to have the opportunity to take advantage of momentum, of kind of a herd of people running into something, and there'll be people who will buy something regardless if they want it or not, just because everybody else is doing it. That's the dynamics of marketing. That's a psychology of sales. The other thing that we're moving towards, again, talking about the product suite, is you have somebody who has the ability to buy our video service, and by buying and using our video service, the opportunity to use our blogging platform, upload it directly to our video service, host it safely and securely to where they never have to worry about it disappearing, and then instantly post it to their blog without ever having to log into their computer. My friends, the market for that, and I'm going to tell you right now, is much bigger than the make money opportunity niche. It just is, because the truth is that there's a lot more people who want something that's going to make their life easier, truthfully, than people who are willing to go out there and work to create a lifestyle that's beyond their wildest dreams. You are on this webinar tonight because you are somebody who's special. You have the drive and the desire to create something bigger and better for your family. But the truth is that everybody doesn't, and that's okay, because it takes all kinds. What they do want is they want fast, they want easy, they want something that makes their life better, and guys, that's what we're bringing to them. So again, by leading with the product, not only does it do lots of things for the longevity of our company, but it also really is going to expand your business and allow you to really tap into a much bigger audience, okay? Let's get into the launch game plan. If you click over to, I believe if you're looking at your computer, the right side of your computer, you're going to see a big, ridiculous, and probably ugly button there. We want it to be as crazy and ridiculous as possible, so there was no missing and hitting it. And I want you to click that, and I want you to download the affiliate action plan. I'm going to go over it with you, okay? First and foremost, the blog, the resource page should be up, okay? On the resource page, you're going to have a video of me, and you can leverage this resource page, but I would prefer that you don't go out there and share it all over the place quite yet, because I want to create a splash. I'm going to teach you about kind of the best way to roll out our launch here over the course of the next couple of weeks. That resource page is going to be for you. If you go to that resource page, and I believe there's a link on this page to the resource page that as well has a link inside of the action plan. You're going to have banners, okay? You're going to have Facebook timeline photos. You're going to have all kinds of different, you're going to have the launch calendar, which I'll go over with you here in a second. We're going to be posting contest details. Guys, we're going to launch and put out a contest that's going to be absolutely epic and much different than anything that we've ever done before. And that's going to be super cool. I'm excited, but we're not going to launch that tonight because we've got to leave a little something to leave you on the edge of your seat to hang on. On the resource page, we're going to have swipe copy, okay? We're going to give you copy and email copy that you can literally copy and paste, and you can change if you want to. And here's how I would recommend that you use the swipe copy that we're going to be copying, putting on this page. Is customize it a little bit to your audience, you know? If you want to copy and paste it, you're actually absolutely welcome to copy and paste it, and it will work just as well. But if you have an audience and make sure that you put your name in there and put your signature in it, and then you're welcome to copy and paste it if you want to customize it. Use it as a template, use it as something that you want to add to, take away from it, doesn't matter, but you will have emails there that if you want to, you can literally copy and paste it right from the box on into your email box or onto your Facebook page, okay? Again, banners, there's going to be all kinds of different stuff. I'm trying to think of what else is going to be on the resource page because I'm not looking at it. But again, that page is going to continuously have stuff that is adding to it over the course of the next couple of weeks. As far as the action plan, okay, basically, here's how the launch is going to go. And let me talk a little bit about, first and foremost, why this is the action plan and kind of why this makes sense. First and foremost, if you actually go over to the resource page, or even if you can, it's fine. I'll go through the dates here with you. On the 11th, which is the very start of the Anaheim event, okay? And I want to give you a little bit of a picture and paint a little bit of a vision here for you so you can kind of see how this is going to play out. What essentially we're going to do is the very first night, and by the way, Dave Wood is on his way back here and should be back over the next week or so, okay? Dave, some of you have asked where Dave is. Dave took about a month off because he had to really get himself back into position through recently going through some personal stuff with his relationship and going through a divorce. And you know, the truth of the matter is I highly respect the guy and respect the dude for just dealing with his stuff and coming out and being honest about what he's going through, because the truth of the matter is, guys, is, you know what, we're all human beings and we all go through stuff, and the beautiful thing about Empower Network is it doesn't matter what you go through in the future. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what challenges you run into. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. We will hold you up, we'll support you, and we will be there not to walk in front of you or behind you, but to walk beside you guys. And the cool thing is that if I need to go and I need to take a week or a month off because I need to just have some time off, and the truth of the matter is I don't know how the guy hasn't collapsed, honestly, because he's been going just nonstop for the last 2 years. But you know, I know that I can leave my business, and here's the cool thing, and what I hope to really leave our teammates and our members with more than anything is that this is about building a business and having a life. This is not about being tied to your business. And even as co-founders, CEO, president, chief bottle washer, call us whatever you want, we have designed our business and engineered our business to be able to run even when we're not there, right? And that's what ideally and ultimately I want to pass on to you, is to let you know that you can create a lifestyle and build a business that you do not have to be a slave to, okay? So Wood's on his way back. When he comes back, show him the love. You guys are outrageous with your support. I love you for it, honestly. Just get straight with you here. I've never been involved or seen a group of people like you guys. You don't find this in very many places. Usually people are judgmental, they're not real. If I was to tell somebody that I was a 9th grade dropout and had a drug addiction, regardless of whether I stayed clean or not, whether I had the life that I had, you know, before I got my life together, that would not be allowed to be said, right? What I'm most proud of this community and this company is that we can have an atheist come up and speak with a Christian right behind him on stage. We can have somebody who maybe lives in a Christian home that doesn't believe in certain things, and then somebody come up on stage right behind them that lives a completely and totally different lifestyle. And everybody accepts each other and empowers each other, and at the end of the day, doesn't matter how much success we create, doesn't matter how big this launch is, doesn't matter how much money people are making, doesn't matter how many countries we're into. At the end of the day, I feel good about working with you guys. So thank you for that. Anyways, back to the launch. The 11th, Wood is going to kick off, and the way that we're going to do our events is I'm going to go to 2, and Dave's going to go to 2, and then of course our leaders are going to be the keynote speakers at some of the other events. We're going to have multiple leaders at multiple events. Anaheim on October 11th, right as the event is starting. And I want you to think about how epic this is going to be. As the event is starting, video 1 is going to be playing, okay? So when you're in that room, we are going to make video 1 on the launch live on blogbeast.com. And as people are sitting in that room going crazy, thousands of people, that's going to be playing live and we're going to really be able to kick the launch off the right way, in an epic way, and make a lot of noise. And throughout that event, that weekend, we're going to coach you guys specifically what to do through at each day, at each time, and give you guys the time to do it. So if you can get to that Anaheim event, if there are tickets left, then get your butt there. And if you can't, again, guys, I can't stress this enough, make sure that you got your ticket to one of the events. So that's going to happen. The 14th, which Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe that's the 14th, we're going to kick off video 2 of the launch, okay? That's going to play until the 16th. Video 3 is going to play on the 16th. And then the cart is going to open on the 18th. Now, what do I mean the cart's going to open? Isn't the cart going to be open the whole time? No, it's not. From the 11th to the 18th, we're actually shutting down the cart. So people literally can't buy. Okay, so the message that you're going to have here leading up to the 11th is that get in now. Right? You're going to get grandfathered in, and really there's kind of a sense of urgency and scarcity that you can use with your list, with the people out there that you're marketing to say, get in now before the 11th, because after the 11th, the cart is actually literally going to shut down, and the only way to get grandfathered into the launch is by getting in before the 11th. It's just a way that we don't have to wait until the 11th to start promoting. There is a reason to do events, and we're actually going to be doing some events. I'll tell you about that here in a second, but we're going to be doing some events leading up to the actual launch itself to help you get more people in who want to promote, so you can earn pass-up commissions, obviously. The 18th, boom, the cart goes live, okay? The cart is going to go live. That's going to be, there's going to be events going on throughout the entire time, okay? The cart is going to go live on the 18th, and then the cart is going to shut down on the 28th-ish. We're going to do a live webcast on the 28th. We're probably going to shut the cart down that night. It's going to be a live webcast streaming from Orlando. We're going to end the launch in Orlando. Okay, so that's going to be coming directly out of Orlando. The Orlando and the Anaheim event, if you could still get tickets to those events, I would be surprised, because they're almost sold out. So if you can and you're in that area, again, I can't stress that enough, make sure that you get to one of those events. And if you can't, get to Dallas or DC. They're going to be just as good. It's just that they don't have, there's still some seats left to DC and Dallas. One way or the other, just get there. I don't care if you walk. I don't care if you hitchhike. I don't care if you take a train. Hell, I don't care if you ride a dang horse. Just get there, okay? Vic thought that was funny. Live webcast, though, ending on the 28th, okay? Back to the launch plan. So now that you've got kind of the dates and you're looking at the calendar, and again, that calendar is located on the resource page, so you're welcome to go back and look at it at any time. We've got some banners. The idea of this pre-launch phase is to create as much buzz. It's to create as much hype. And yes, I did say the word hype, because you know what? The only people who don't like hype are people who don't have anybody hyping them up, right? It's the kind of angry little guys and gals who are like mad, angry in their corner saying, hype sucks because nobody's hyping me. The truth is, hype sells, okay? So let's hype this thing up, because when that cart opens, I'm going to tell you something, there's going to be people salivating at the mouth wanting to buy what we're offering. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. When they see that we're selling this after everything that we've put into this launch and into this product for $25, our website might crash because there's going to be so many buyers. I promise you it will be the biggest swarm of business that you have ever seen into your team. That's it. Absolutely guarantee, stand by that there will be more people coming into this launch, more customers generated than anything in the history of launches of its kind and of its proportion in absolute history. Step 3, guys, go out there and shoot some videos, right? It's not about shooting videos and giving everybody the details that I'm giving you right now. This is exclusive. This is for you only. It's for your eyes only, so you understand the game plan. But guys, go out there and leak information. Go out there and tell people what you're most excited about. If you kind of watch and follow our lead, a lot of the leaders and stuff, and you kind of see how we're marketing, then you'll see that we're not going out there like, telling our entire story on the first day. We're going out there and we're leaking stuff. We're kind of putting a carrot out there in front of people and letting them know that something big is coming. We're getting the branding out there, okay? We want the brand awareness to be out there because we're obviously launching this brand as Blog Beast, and there's going to be some cool little, catchy little phrases and stuff that are going to be going all over the internet. And guys, that is really, there's some deep psychology that's embedded into that that you'll see throughout the launch that's going to really help your sales skyrocket. Step 4, obviously Facebook posts. We're going to give you some swipe. We're going to continue to be giving you content so you can actually go out there and not have to overthink it, because I want this launch to be simple for you. The truth of the matter is, leading up to the 11th, the only thing that you're doing is you're promoting these events, which I'll talk about here in just a second, and you're creating hype and you're getting people interested. And of course, people don't have to wait. We're going to be step 5 promoting an opt-in page, and I don't know if that's going to be live right now. If it's live, not sure if it is or not, but at the beginning of blogbeast.com or on the front of the site, there's actually going to be a pre-registration early bird list, and when somebody opts into that early bird list, again, this is marketing. So one of the ways to screw yourself is to try to get people to do a million different things. So what we want them to do is step 1. Again, this is good direct response marketing. Step 1, just get on the early bird list, right? Just get notified, put your email in there, so when it launches, you can actually be the first to know. And then once they opt into that front site to get on the early bird list, then they're actually going to realize, and it's going to be a big surprise, that they have the opportunity to be able to register for a live hangout that we're all going to get back on, right? And we'll have some leaders and stuff on, and we will literally sell people for you to get involved in your teams. When you push people to the BlogBeast site, every single lead will be affiliate tracked to you, okay? And we will actually follow up with those people and make sure that they are directed back to the live hangout that's going to have a live join link, and when they buy, you will get the sale, okay? So again, there's a lot of power in that. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to go create pages and funnels and do a bunch of stuff. All you have to do is send people through the funnel. It will all be affiliate tracked to you. And when and of course you can go back, and I highly encourage you to actually go back and obviously follow up with your people and invite them back with your affiliate link. But we will also do that for you, okay? We'll invite people back to the webinar, and it will have your affiliate link. So when we invite them back, they will actually be cookied to you. So when they join, you will get the sale. Now the idea of the pre-launch hangouts, and it's going to be something very similar to this. It's just the difference is going to be that it's not going to be all of the information that I'm giving you right now. Essentially, it's going to be more of a sell. It's going to be more of a, hey, this is the opportunity. This is what's coming. It's very similar to what I did last night on the Monday Night Empower Hour call. The goal of that call last night was really to get people to understand the opportunity and to join last night so they could get on this hangout today and get the launch game plan, okay? That'll be the same idea of these hangouts. It's get in early. Get in and not only get grandfathered into ENV2, and I like to answer a couple of questions. You guys actually have asked, is there going to be an additional cost for the ENV2, the Blog Beast? No, there's not, right? So if they buy before October 11th, as well as you if you're a blogging customer, which I would assume the majority of you are, you actually get grandfathered into the new platform, okay? You get grandfathered into the new platform, so no additional charge. You get grandfathered right in, and so will all of your new customers. And of course, affiliates, in order to participate in the launch, which there's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to be participating in this launch, just literally because it's going to be the biggest launch in internet history of anything of its kind. I promise you that. There'll be more success stories, more revenue created, more commissions created, more sales, more long-term income than anything in the history of internet marketing or info marketing or affiliate marketing, and most likely probably network marketing as well, especially since in the majority of the companies that I was always with, it took like 20 years to earn 2 cents. So guys, huge opportunity, right? So here is your action steps, okay? It's very, very simple. You're going to be doing the same thing that I'm doing, okay? And again, the beautiful thing about what Dave and I do, and as well as the leaders, we're all doing the same thing, okay? We've got people who we've hired that are smart to run the company. And one of the hilarious things is when we first launched this company, and especially back in October of 2011, we had no employees, right? I can remember Emily, and some of you know Emily. She actually is from St. Petersburg, Florida, and she was, I don't know if you guys remember the first contest that we ran, but we ran a contest, and it was a contest that had a point system, and essentially, if you got a certain amount of points, then you won a little iPod, okay? And what ended up happening, because we had no data and we had no information about how many people were going to win iPods, several hundred people won iPods, and half of them were in another country, right? So Dave and I were like, what in the hell are we going to do to get these iPods all over to all these people all over the world? So we had to ask 10 people. We had to ask 10 people to figure out how to do this stuff, because hell, I can't even hardly turn on my computer sometimes, let alone figure out how to ship iPods all over the world to hundreds of people, right? So I can remember Emily, who was one of our first employees, sitting on my kitchen table, and I've got a picture of her sitting there packing iPods into boxes, and then she walked out of my house with this big basket of iPods, carried them down to the mail post office to ship them all over the world. Now, it was crazy, and we obviously made sure that we had staff next time we did that. But the cool thing is that today we have hundreds, not hundreds, but we have at least 100, and are hiring people every single day. Literally can't hire people fast enough, who are all doing all of this stuff. Right? They're all positioned in the right place, the smartest people that we can recruit. We're moving people from different places all over the country to handle this stuff, and what we are doing is exactly what you're doing, right? Because my dream was to become a Millionaires Club member in my network marketing company. That was my dream, right? That's what I wanted to do. And today, because not only we have the right opportunity, right, but the right people, right, dreams are coming true, right? I want to be in the field. I want to be in the trenches. I want to run with you. And I'm going to be doing the same thing that you're doing, getting ready for this launch. And my friends, I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than anything that we've ever done before. It's going to be bigger than anything that anybody's ever done before. In the steps, sorry, I've been up for a while, and my brain is still thinking faster than I can actually talk, which is hilarious. We'll see if that happens here into the night. But guys, the steps leading up to the launch are very, very simple, okay? Again, make noise, right? Be mysterious. Attract people, right? Influence people and get them to be interested in what we're doing and trust me, they will, because there'll be stuff all over the internet, okay? Promote the next event. It's very simple. Promote the next event and get people on the next hangout, and we will sell them for you, okay? It's what we've been doing since the beginning of Empower Network. You bring them, we'll sell them, you keep the money, okay? Is that fair? That's what we said in the very beginning, the first sales video. And that first sales video was the schemiest thing ever. I almost look at that sometimes and just, I almost am like, OMG. Did we really have that thing up? I think I said 100% commissions 300 times, right? And there was get money embedded into that sales video 100 times. But again, that's being an entrepreneur, right? You go fast, you break things, and you shoot first and ask questions later, right? That's just what it's all about. You got to do what you got to do to get the job done, to get to the next phase, and that is what we've done. But my friends, now we have arrived to a place to where we have an opportunity to make our mark on this profession. We have our opportunity to go out there and create a lifestyle for our teams. And here's what I realized from watching Tracy Walker's video, because Tracy, by the way, I did watch your video the other day. I was on a plane and I was watching the video of you breaking down the opportunity. First you broke down the customer thing, and then you broke down, if you don't have a business, how to get involved and actually use this as your business. And as I was watching Tracy, I realized something, and I mentioned this on the call last night. I realized that I want more than anything in the world to see you guys succeed, all of you, right? I don't, at the end of the day, making money to me is nice. I'm going to tell you something. It's nice to be able to, not because of the money, but like Vic said, because of what the money can do for you. But at the end of the day, my obsession, right? What I just sometimes lose sleep over, what I am willing to work, although most of the time I don't, what I am willing to work around the clock for when I have to, what I will lay everything on the line for, what I will absolutely, I will take every risk in the world. I will do anything that I have to do at any hour of the day. I will travel to the opposite end of the earth to help you succeed. And that, my friend, that is what will create an income and a business and a lifestyle that will be beyond your wildest dreams, my friend. It will be beyond your wildest dreams. If you can tap into that and realize that there are people out there that if you take what we have and get them involved with it by going out there and going balls to the wall and just more than anything, want them to succeed and do what you have to and what you can to help them, my friends, your life will be beyond your wildest dreams. And not only will you make more money than you know what to do with, but you will be fulfilled in a way that you never could have imagined. That is what we were doing, my friends. That is the Empower Network difference. That is the vision. And my friends, that is what separates us and makes us as badass as we are. So guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate not only you being involved with us and supporting us, but I appreciate your vision. And my vision for you is for you to have a vision for yourself. My vision for you is to go out there and start to dream again. My vision for you is to really realize that this launch is a platform. It's a stepping stone for you to go out there and create your success story, because here's what I can tell you. Once you create your first success story, once you go out there and actually make money and actually have results that you can show people, your life, my friend, will not be the same. It will not be the same. When you can go out there and say, I did XYZ, I created XYZ result, regardless of how new you are, that is when things change. When you get on stage and you speak, when you start getting the recognition, when you start earning the commissions, my friend, that is when things just start multiplying. And Justin Varengia will tell you this, okay? Because I actually saw him do it. I actually saw it with everybody, okay? Everybody who's on this hangout, is that you come in and you grind. You grind for years, right? You grind to get to the place to where you have the opportunity. And here at Empower, you don't have to do that. That's the beautiful thing, is that you don't have to work as hard as some of the other people have worked. And I'm not the guy who's going to say, hey, I had to walk to school uphill, 10 miles uphill both ways in the snow, in bare feet, and my mother never clipped my toenails, so they were digging into my feet. I've actually never heard that one said before, but that's pretty hilarious. Sometimes, I'm the funniest guy I know. But anyways, guys, a lot of times you grind for years, right? You grind for years. And all of the sudden, something changes. Something shifts. You have a breakthrough. Something changes in an instant. And making money starts becoming easy. It starts multiplying. It starts compounding. And I can tell you that after this launch, when you go out there and you succeed and you create big numbers, your success will start to compound. It's almost like compounding interest for those of you who understand the financial markets. Compounding interest, compounding success, same thing. I'm going to tell you something. If you plug in and kick ass, excuse my language for the people on this call who don't like when I say ass, but I've got to say ass just because, if you go out there and do that. Sorry, all the production staff thought that was hilarious. If you go out there and do that, this will be your breakthrough. This will be your breakthrough. And from that, my friend, will be a foundation that you'll build, okay, in your business. Just like Vic built a foundation his first month. Just like Lawrence Tam built a foundation the first month that we launched. Tracy Walker built a foundation the first month that we launched. You heard her say it out of her own mouth. She had made more the first month with no launch, with no events, with no affiliates, with no team than she had made in the previous 3 months. She built a foundation. And Tracy, I can tell you, because I know your numbers, and I'm not going to say them for you, but I know what your numbers are, that first month was small in comparison to what you've done over the last 2 years. Why? Because she built a foundation and her income and her success started to just compound because she really used her success story to leverage her success. My friend, we are, and this is a little bit selfish of me, looking for our next success story. We are looking for the next superstar in Empower Network. And my friend, that person is you sitting on this hangout right here tonight, and you have the opportunity to go out there and seize whatever you want in life. This is the vehicle you can do it with. So guys, plug in, right? Promote the next event. Get people to the next hangout, and let's freaking make some noise and turn our beast mode on. With that being said, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Stay plugged in. Go like our Facebook page so you can stay plugged in. Get out there and make some noise. And let's go give these people something that they will never forget. Peace.